the Lord. Yeah, I'm so excited this evening. Those of you who have just joined us, this is your friend Michael Masambo, and I'm joined by this great team, and we are in front of this many high school students, and we are doing back to school mentorship program right from our village, Wabuhonyi Christian Community Worship Center. We are in Bungoma County, Webuye East Sub-County. Our desire is to raise up a godly offspring, to raise up young people that will take over the 7 mountains of influence and bless society. These 4 young people here are high school students. We have Gezia, Cherry Girls, we have Theo, Philas, Mom Boys High School, we have Melan Friends School, Wabuhonyi, we have Mordecai Friends School, Boxelwa. And we are so honored that we have been joined by one of those characters that are very accomplished when it comes to the issues of young people. He has taught for so many years. He has a career of about 30 years in education as a teacher. And he has taught many schools. His last school, he has taught Friends School Kamsinga, one of the best schools in the Republic of Kenya. And he has been the patron of the Christian Union. And he has raised so many young people spiritually in that school. I'm telling you, that's one school where worship is real. And it was because of the foundation he laid. He has mentored so many young people. And that's why I asked him to come and talk to you as a father. If he wants to stand and preach and sweat, it's up to him. If he wants to sit or he wants to, because he likes PE, he can take you in the field and you run. How many of you are ready to run? Okay. So kindly join me as we welcome Mwalimu to speak to us, Mr. Wentuli Okumba. Put your hands together for him.
Praise God. I want to say I'm really humbled to be here today. But before that, let me start by explaining myself, why I came late. The way Reverend has said, when he called me, I was doing some work on the farm. By the time I was leaving the village, back to town, it was really raining. I think I came in when I was wet. People might not be aware that there has been a lot of rain in Kamkua Market. So when I arrived in Kamkua Market, I was trapped there for a while. I got in the rain. I came up to Abuhonyi, picked the motorbike. That's why I'm late. Please accept my apology. Secondly, I want to really appreciate, I've not been here. It's a good place, beautiful. I like the pulpit, especially. I've seen it so good. I also appreciate you so much for being here. In the young people, we have the potential. More so when I'm talking to you, those who are as far as from 3 and even primary. Correct, 6, 7, and 8. And high school, there's a lot of potential in you. But before that, let me just talk about this boy who is seated next to me here. I knew Reverend way back in 1996, 1996. Yeah, 1996, correct. So when I knew him, he was a young boy, not married. And I want to say is one gentleman, I've seen him grow in ministry. There are people who pick up ministry along the way because they want to earn money, they want to make a name. But to me, I've seen him grow into ministry. I've seen him do work. I've seen him serve God as a young boy from the village where I was teaching. I remember the first time he came, being the CU patron, he had a young boy called Jose. I've always referred to Jose. Jose is now a mature boy, married, I think so. He's married, a mature boy, and here he is serving. So he's one man I can give a very clear and good testimony about when it comes to service of God. And he's one gentleman who's very humorous. When he preaches, you must laugh. If you don't laugh, he laughs himself. And then you also laugh. And that's how the boys know him actually, and the students he has served. So I'm saying I knew him when I was in Chile Girls. And the way Reverend has said, I'm not a young boy, I'm old. I'm a very old man. I started teaching before, I took even some of your mothers and fathers, I'm sure. Because I started teaching in 1992, up to today. So it took about 30 years in service history. I've taught those years, I've taught in Chile Girls up to year 2000 in May. Then I went French school, come singer, taught here for 10 years. Then I've gone to Nyangori Boys. But I'm saying all of them, what has made me happy, and Reverend knows that, is youth ministry. Because when you invest in a young child, when you invest in the youth, you invest in a whole nation. But when you invest in mature people, we invest in families, not in a nation. So when I see you seated here as young boys and girls, I just become happy in my heart because that's where my heart lies. The other day I was talking to a friend who serves in ministry, and I was telling my brother, even as you teach, please remember the biggest investment you can ever be able to do in this world is taking care of those girls and those boys in the ministry of CU. Because there are so many boys you have taught, so many girls you have taught, they got A's, some of them are doctors, they're engineers, they're lawyers, but they disappeared from us. But the people we connected just because of God, and that's why I'm connected to Him, they remain your friends forever and ever. You don't cut ties. So to me, that's what makes me happy. Whenever he told me that you come talk to the youth, I told him, my brother. And I wish you know how he started to call me. I told him right now, I said, yes, let me go and organize. Because I knew if I don't come, then I will not feed the kingdom of God. So the way I started, I'm a father of many children, but from one wife, obviously, don't think I'm polygamous. So I have quite a number of children. Most of them are college students, 4 of them are at the university. One of them, the firstborn, is doing what Kezia is talking about, is taking law. And I know Kezia must be able to take about 4 years in coursework and a lot of reading. A lot of reading. After that, you go for what we call Kenya School of Law for 1 year. Then after that 1 year, you go what we call pupillage for 6 months. And if you go to a college where there are strikes in the Nairobi University, be sure to take 10 years. Not be 6. I thank God because my girl went to Kabarak, and now she took exactly 4 years. So she's in the Kenya School of Law. COVID has made her to go for 1.5 years in the Kenya School of Law. They are trying to adjust of how to be able to do the examination. They have not done the exam. She's supposed to go for pupillage maybe when the exam is over, and that's what happens. One boy is taking engineering, and I thank God for that. So you people, you are great. That's what I have to say. You are great. And I want to tell you this, that when I was coming, the Reverend was talking about vision. It's like I said, this man, what is he talking about again? Because that's what he had planned to talk about myself was. She's like, talk about vision that he had picked to talk about. But you know, he mentioned so many things. And I want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that getting somebody of this nature, the way he introduces himself, having grown up in the village, where there are needs from his generation, needs from his people, then he migrates to come the whole way from Chwele, specifically Matibo, to come and put a resource center for your sake. It takes sacrifice. All right. It takes a lot of sacrifice. Please don't take it for granted. There are people who want him back at home, but he has refused to go there. He's a family man, but he's settled with you here. I don't know how many of his daughters are here biological. How many are daughters of Reverend? Biological? Biological? Good. Son? You see that? The majority of you are not. So somebody going abroad to look for a resource center like this, to work for you and be able to succeed in life, please don't take it for granted. One thing I know about the Reverend is a very busy man. Even me calling him to come to Kamsika, usually I ambush him and tell him, must come. So getting a chance with him, young girls and boys, please don't take it for granted. There are people who admire such an opportunity in life and they don't get it. Some of us, even of our parents, we don't get it. Our uncles, we don't get it. Our neighbors, we don't. So when you sit here, even for 10 hours, accept. He talks about a humble, small beginning. And I want to tell you this, I think people come from a humble, small beginning, like him and I, understand what it means by pulling somebody from the mud. And I think that's what he's doing. You squander this opportunity, you will regret. You will sit down and say, I wish. But you know, once you say, I wish in life, it has gone out of you. It will never come back again. So please use each and every simple opportunity that you get. Be able to follow the instruction that tells you, because in life, if you have to succeed in anything in life, ladies and gentlemen, it requires sacrifice, and a lot of sacrifice.
Yes, madam. I just would like, when these guys hear that you are from, you've taught in French school, and right now you're in the mighty Yamori boys. I think one of the questions these boys and girls are asking, tell us, what is it that you guys do with the students? What culture have you put in the students in French school or in Nyangori that makes them pass exams? So I want each one of you to look up here. John, sit upright. You look at the speaker. And then you just share those things. That, as I said, it's just one to be from the Father's heart. What is it that you think? Because you have worked in many schools. Yeah. Believe you me, in January, we were moving around in schools. I had guests from US. I think you saw them.
Yes.
We preached in FSK.
Yes.
And I moved them in many schools. And I can tell you that when we went to FSK, those guests still remember that school. They say they had never and we visited nearly 50 schools. We went to Chewayet, we went to schools in West Pokot, we went to tens of schools in Trans-Nzoia and Bungoma. But French School Kamsinga stood out. What is it that you guys have put, what culture is it that you have put in these young people that makes them this unique?
Thank you so much. I want to start from here that we should have a perspective that, perception, that French schools teach exam. When I was in Chwele Girls, I was of that idea. Until when I stepped in that school and discovered exactly the potential in those boys. Now, when you enter the gate of French School Kamsinga, the first thing that you get when you enter the gates of French School Kamsinga is the aspect of silence.
Yes.
That's the first thing you get. You will get silence.
No noise what? Hey, no noise what? Making.
By the way, even the birds don't make noise in French school, come sing.
They
After
don't.
they go pig kelele, they know.